A pleasant day, Ma'am Wendy. We are the Group 12 from One Hotel. And under our subject Introduction to Criminology, we are going to report and discuss to you the salient provisions of RA 6506. I am Carl James A. Vidal, together with my group mates Danica Villamayor and Leonard Sabusa. And we hope that you will learn something from us while watching our recorded presentation. So without further ado, let's start.
What is Republic Act 6506? This law is known as creating the Board of Examiners for Criminologists in the Philippines and other purposes. They governs the examination, registration, and licensure for criminologists, the supervision, control, and regulation of the practice of the criminology.
The licensure exam is typically administered by a government organization in order to regulate a specific profession or occupation. Not the profession but the public's health, safety, and welfare are the goals of licensing. Only licensed individual may practice in a regulated occupation or profession after demonstrating a minimum level of competency for public health, safety, welfare with few exemptions. Ang licensure test po ay isang standardized test para sa mga mamamayang Pilipino na gustong maging lisensyadong criminologist sa Pilipinas. Sa ibaba, pag-uusapan natin ang tungkol sa mga kinakailangan, saklaw, schedule at mga hakbang na kailangan mong gawin upang makapagparehistro para sa pagsusulit sa lisensyang ito. Sa exam na ito, sinusukot at inaalam ang kakayanan at kwalifikasyon ng isang criminology student upang siya ay maging ganap na pulis. Inaalam din ang lawak ng sakop ng kanyang kaalaman ukol sa mga inaral niya sa criminology.
So what is the importance of licensure examination for criminology? The Criminology Board exam is a standardized test for Filipino citizens who wants to become licensed criminologists in the Philippines. Passing the board examination in criminology, known as the licensure examination for criminologists, is the only means to get the license to practice the profession as a criminologist in the Philippines. This is mandated under Republic Act number 6506, which is the law creating the Board of Criminology of the Professional Regulation Commission. Once licensed as a criminologist, it gives the holder an open door to enter several options of employment in the private and public sector, as well as in the international arena. A licensed criminologist is said to be a generalist as he can perform services offered in law enforcement and public safety administration, forensic sciences, security industries, training and education sectors, and other related services. Looking into career opportunities in the country, there are three top careers recently considered, which is the IT or the information technology, law, and accountancy or business-related careers. Likewise, the practice of profession as a criminologist is relatively high as compared to other offered vocations. Nonetheless, worthy to note is that criminology is a dynamic profession and a multidisciplinary science. To become a licensed criminologist, it requires one to work very hard. All efforts must be made from the time you decided to enroll in the course. Unfortunately, many are called but few are chosen to practice such a noble profession. Lastly, the national passing percentage according to available data. There's a low passing percentage in the Criminology Board examination. The Philippine Regulation Commission or PRC records show that passing percentage is deteriorating since 1995, which it peaks at 60%. Difference between RA 11131 and RA 6506. The difference between these two laws, Republic Act 6506 and Republic Act 11131, is that RA 6506 creates the Board of Examiners for Criminologists in the Philippines and other purposes, while RA 11131 is an act regulating the practice of criminology profession in the Philippines and appropriating funds. Therefore, repealing for the purpose of RA 6506, otherwise known as an act creating the Board of Examiners for Criminologists in the Philippines. Duterte's RA 11131, otherwise known as the Philippine Criminology Profession Act of 2018, effectively repeals RA 6506, which created the Board of Examiners for Criminologists. RA 11131 governs the examination, registration, and licensure for criminologists, supervision, control, and regulation of the practice of criminology, standardization and regulation of criminology education, development of the professional competence of criminologists, and integration of all criminology progression groups. Duterte's new law also creates the Professional Regulatory Board for Criminologists, a collegial body under the administrative supervision and control of the PRC, or the Professional Regulation Commission. The law mandates the Professional Regulatory Board for Criminologists to administer, supervise, and monitor the conduct of the licensure examination, registration, membership, and practice of criminology. The board is also tasked to promulgate and issue rules and regulations, as well as to adopt a code of ethics and code of good governance for the practice of criminology. Sa RA 6506, pwede kang makakuha ng less than 60% basta mataas yung ibang area mo para ma-obtain mo yung GWA na 75% na passing percentage. Dito sa law na to ay twice a year ginaganap ang board exam. Kapag bumagsak ka sa unang take mo, ay maaari ka pa ding mag-take ulit sa susunod na board exam sa parehong taon din na iyon. Sa RA 11131 naman ay kahit mataas yung ibang area mo, pero kapag may below 60% kang score sa alinman subject ay considered deferred iyon, kung saan kailangan mong i-retake yung area kung saan ka bumagsak lang. Allowed lang mag-retake ang isang deferred examinee once within 2 years from the date of examination. At kumbaga yung 2 years ang span of time mo para mas makapag-prepare ka para sa exam. At required din dapat na wala kang below 80% na score dun sa mga subject na i-retake mo. Kapag 3 or more subject ang binagsak ay considered failed po iyon. Kapag hindi nakapag-retake within 2 years dun sa mga area na dapat i-retake lang, ang isang examinee ay magre-retake sa lahat ng area. Back to zero kumbaga ang mangyayari. Ang RA 11131 ay inapprove ni former President Rodrigo Duterte noong November 8, 2018.
Now here are some of the important sections under RA 6506. Section 1. Creation and composition of the board. There shall be created a board of examiner for criminologists in the Philippines to be composed of a chairman and 2 members possessing the qualification prescribed in Section 3 of this Act, who shall be appointed by the President of the Philippines upon the recommendation of the Commissioner of Civil Service from among the registered criminologists. Sa section na ito ay sinasabi ang pag-appoint to create ng board members ng criminology sa Pilipinas. Kaya merong gantong board member ay to assure the quality and accuracy ng board exam ng mga krim. It will be composed 4 member appointed ng President and other 3 recommendees para sa iba pang posisyon. Section 10. Exemption from registration. Criminologists from other countries called in for consultation or for a special project related to criminology not requiring more than 5 months. Residents in the Philippines in any 12 months period, provided that such criminologists are legally qualified to practice as such in their own state or country. B. Foreigners employed as technical officers. Professors or consultants in such special branches of criminology are made. The judgment of President of the Philippines be necessary and indispensable for the country, provided, however, that they are internationally recognized experts and that they do not engage in private practice during their stay in the Philippines. Ang pagkakaintindi ko po sa section na ito, it discuss the eligibility of foreign student to take the board. Since ang board exam na ginawa ay for Filipino criminologists lang, therefore, if foreign student ka, need ng consultation for you to be qualified to take the boards. Section 11. Examination required. Except as otherwise specifically allowed under this Act, all applicants for registration as criminologists shall be required to undergo an examination as provided in this Act. Ang pagkakaintindi ko po sa Section 11, lahat ng nag-register for examination shall take exam, meaning if nag-register ka para mag-board, then magbo-board exam ka. If you are taking the criminology board exam, ay ito ang mga step-by-step process. Eligibility requirements. Step 1. Check the application date period. Step 2. Prepare for the online application. Step 3. Create a LERIS account. Step 4. Schedule your appointment with the PRC office. Step 5. Exam fee payment. Step 6. Go to PRC regional office on your schedule. Section 12. Qualification for examination. Letter A. He is at least 18 years of age and a citizen of the Philippines. Letter B. He must be a person of good moral character, as certified to by at least 3 persons or good standing in the community wherein he resides. Letter C. He must not have been convicted of a crime involving moral turpitude. And letter D. He has graduated in criminology from a school, college, or institute recognized by the government after completing a 4th-year resident collegiate course leading to the degree of Bachelor of Science in Criminology, BS Crim, provided that holders of Bachelor of Laws degree may, within 5 years after the approval of this Act, take this examination after completing at least 94 units of criminology, law enforcement, police, and penology subjects. Section 12 po, ito po yung mga kailangan para po makapag-exam. Number 1, kailangan 18 and above, meaning legal age ka. Number 2, may good moral ka as a stated and certified by 3 tao. Number 3, wala kang kaso ng moral turpitude, ibig sabihin hindi ka gumawa ng mga immoral na krimen like arson, theft, robbery, rape, or anumang uri ng krimen. Number 4, graduate ka ng BS Crim. Number 5, hindi lang din pala ang mga graduate ng criminology ang pwedeng mag-take ng board exam, kundi pati na rin ang mga holder ng Bachelor of Laws at maaari nilang i-take ang exam ng 5 taon. Pagkatapos ito, ma-approvean na siyang nagbibigay daan sa mas madaming oportunidad sa ibang tao na hindi graduate ng criminology na gustong i-take ang exam.
Section 13. Holding of examination. The board is hereby authorized to conduct examinations in the cities of Manila, Baguio, Legazpi, Cebu, and Davao whenever practicable at least once a year. Ang board daw ay pinahihintulutan na magsagawa ng exam sa mga lungsod ng Maynila, Baguio, Legazpi, Cebu, Davao at least once a year. On such working days and place as the board may fix with the approval of the Commissioner of Civil Service, written or printed notice of examination shall be published in newspapers and copies mailed to each candidate who has filed his name and address with the Secretary of the Board at least 30 days prior to the date of examination. Section 14. Scope of examination. The examination shall be in writing and shall cover this following subject with their respective relative weights. Criminal jurisprudence and procedure 20%, Law Enforcement Administration 20%, Correctional Administration 15%, Criminalistics 20%, Criminal Sociology 15%, Ethics and Human Relations 10%. Section 15. Ratings in the examination. In order to pass the examination, a candidate must obtain a general average of at least 75% with no rating below 50% in any of the subject. Para ka daw makapasa sa exam, kailangan mong makakuha ng general average of at least 75% at hindi bababa sa 50% sa kahit anong subject. Ibig sabihin kapag na-obtain mo ang ganitong general average, ay madadagdagan na ng RQ sa dulo ng pangalan mo. Nagbunga na ang lahat ng iyong pagtsatsaga at paghihirap sa pag-aaral, ngunit kapag nag-feel ka na maabot ang required passing rate sa exam ay consider iyong fail. Ngunit sinasad sa batas na ito na maaari kang mag-retake twice a year.
Ngayon naman ay dadako tayo sa Section 16, which is the report of ratings. So, simple lang naman itong Section 16. Sinasabi lang dito sa Section 16 na pagkatapos ng 90 days mula sa araw na natapos ang examination ay dapat i-report ng board ang mga ratings na nakuha ng mga examinee kung sila ba ay nakapasa o hindi sa Commissioner of Civil Service. Section 23. Practice of Criminology defined. A person is deemed to be engaged in the practice of criminology if he holds himself out to the public in any of the following capacities. 1. Bilang isang profesor, instructor o guro sa criminology sa anumang universidad, kolehiyo o paaralan na nararapat na kinikilala ng pamahalaan at nagtuturo ng alinman sa mga sumusunod na paksa. Law Enforcement Administration o LEA, Criminalist, Correctional Administration, Criminal Sociology and Allied Subjects, and other technical and specialized subjects in the criminology curriculum provided by the Department of Education. Pangalawa, as a law enforcement administrator, executive, advisor, consultant, or agent in any government or private agency. Pangatlo, as technician in dactyloscopy, ballistics, questions documents, police photography, lie detection, forensic chemistry, and other scientific aspects of crime detection. Pang-apat ay as correctional administrator, executive supervisor, worker, or officer in any correctional and penal institution. Panghuli, as counselor, expert, advisor, researcher in any government or private agency on any aspects of criminal research or project involving the causes of crime, juvenile delinquency, treatment of offenders, police operations, law enforcement administration, scientific criminal investigation, or public welfare administration. Ibig sabihin nito, kung may mga ginagawa ka sa mga nabanggit kanina tulad ng pagiging isang profesor, law enforcement administrator, or kaya ay counselor, ay naikibahagi ka sa practice of criminology. Ayon nga dito sa Section 23 ay makikita natin na malawak talaga ang sakop ng kriminolohiya at hindi lang siya lagi tungkol sa pagprotekta sa kapakanan ng mga tao at maintaining peace and order. Section 24. Privileges of Certified Criminologists. Sinasabi nga dito na lahat ng certified criminologists shall be exempt from taking any other or qualifying government or civil service examinations at dapat silang ikonsidera na civil service eligible sa mga following na government positions. Una ay dactylographer, ballistician, question document examiner, correctional officer, law enforcement photographer, lie detection examiner, probation officer, agents in any law enforcement agency, security officer, criminal investigator, and lastly, police laboratory technician. Yung mga certified criminologists daw ay shall be eligible for appointment as patrolman in chartered cities and municipalities, provided daw that they possess the general qualifications for appointment provided in Section 9, Republic Act No. 4864. Yan nga ang kasarapan sa pagiging isang certified criminologist. Madami kang mga pribilehiyo na matatanggap. You can have a range of career options, can have an exciting and fulfilling job positions, stable employment, above average salaries, and lastly, a pathway to opportunity in improving your community. Section 27. Effectivity. So, when was RA 6506 took effect? Sinasabi nga dito sa section 27 na this act shall take effect upon its approval July 1, 1972.
Thank you for watching of our video presentation and I hope na may natutunan kayo sa amin at sa lahat ng magbo-board exam at para na rin sa mga kapwa ko estudyante. Gusto ko lang i-share yung sinabi ni Roy T. Bennett na do not fear failure but rather fear not trying, na kahit anong mangyari wag kang matakot sa failure because failure is a part of the process to become a successful. Kahit na mag-fail ka na mag-fail, try ka lang ng try until you succeed. Thank you.